Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Elizabeth Doroba. The City of Hazleton has released a statement in response to a lawsuit alleging violations to the Voting Rights Act. According to a press release, the U.S. Department of Justice has filed a lawsuit alleging that the city's current at-large method of electing city council members results in Hispanic citizens having less opportunity than others to participate in the political process. The lawsuit alleges that the election method is in violation of the Voting Rights Act, which seeks to ensure underrepresented citizens have an equal opportunity to choose their elected officials. According to the lawsuit, Hispanic preferred candidates running for the city council have routinely lost, despite Hispanic voting-age citizens making up more than 40% of the city's electorate. The official complaint alleges that changing the method of election to one that elects council members from single-member districts would ensure that Hispanic voters have the opportunity to elect at least 2 members of the 5-member council. The City of Hazleton stated in a press release on Wednesday that city officials have been working with the Department of Justice in good faith for the last several weeks to address the concerns, but that the lawsuit was filed hurriedly before any meaningful discussion could take place. In the press release, Mayor Jeff Cassett and City Council President Jim Perry dispute the DOJ's allegations, stating that the current at-large system gives equal voting rights to all citizens regardless of their race or gender. Officials say the city has also been working on a ballot referendum question to create a government study commission that would address the DOJ's concerns, as well as the implementation of other governmental options that are available. This is a developing story. Stay tuned on WYLN News for updates. A preliminary hearing was held on Wednesday, January 8th for a man charged with assaulting an 11-year-old girl in Klein Township. 38-year-old Joseph DiSabella was charged by Frackville police with indecent assault of a minor on December 23rd at the victim's home in Klein Township. According to police, the victim told investigators that DiSabella followed her upstairs, took her into a bedroom, and touched her inappropriately. However, when someone came up the stairs, police say DiSabella stopped and told the victim to get out. DiSabella was arraigned on $75,000 unsecured bail. Officials say DiSabella worked as a diesel mechanic teacher at the Hazleton Area Career Center, but has since been suspended. A man is wanted by the Pocono Township Police Department. A felony arrest warrant was issued for the arrest of 30-year-old Gilbert Vasquez on January 7, 2024. 3 months later, police say officers attempted to conduct a traffic stop on a gray Honda Civic for an equipment violation. According to police, the vehicle fled the scene, leading officers on a high-speed pursuit. The pursuit was eventually terminated due to safety concerns. Following an investigation, it was determined that Vasquez had been driving the vehicle. Anyone with information regarding Vasquez's whereabouts is asked to contact the Pocono Township Police Department at 570-629-7200, extension 223. Thursday, January 9th is National Law Enforcement Appreciation Day. On this day, the public is reminded of all the sacrifices that law enforcement officers make to ensure the safety of their community. From all of us here at WYLN, we'd like to thank our local and state law enforcement officers for all of their hard work and commitment to keeping our community safe. Coming up on WYLN News, the public is invited to participate in a cornhole tournament for a good cause this weekend. Plus, the Pennsylvania Farm Show continues. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
Brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute, the region's only nationally ranked hospital. We turn setbacks into comebacks one movement at a time. Learn more at lvhn.org/ortho or 833-LV-ORTHO. We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts, just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today. Attention WYLN viewers, WYLN TV can now be seen on the Hazelton Service Electric Cablevision HD tier, channel 507, and over the air at 35.1. WYLN, we're your local network. Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969. Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about checking out a restaurant with a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we are featuring on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. So, spend some time learning about great wine, great beer, and great food on WYLN TV 35. Like and follow WYLN News on Facebook for the WYLN News Midday Update, posted daily between noon and 2 p.m., powered by Lehigh Valley Health Network. When it's serious, there's only one health network with seriously innovative health institutes. Lehigh Valley Health Network, your health deserves a partner.
Welcome back to WYLN News. Black Diamond Cornhole is hosting an indoor cornhole tournament to benefit a local community member on Sunday, January 12th. The Make It for Mark Cornhole Tournament is a weekend benefit at the Butler Township Community Center in Drums. Proceeds from the cornhole tournament will benefit Mark Swank as he continues his battle with lung cancer. The event will feature an early bird blind draw beginning at 10 o'clock a.m., as well as a doubles cornhole tournament beginning at 1 p.m. Entry into the tournament is $50 per team. The event will also feature tricky trays, a 50-50 raffle, a bake sale, and a food truck. The Butler Township Community Center is located at 411 West Butler Drive in Drums. The Pennsylvania Farm Show is continuing this week through Saturday, January 11th. The Farm Show is the largest indoor agricultural exposition under one roof in the nation. The event showcases a wide variety of animals, food, and agricultural products central to the agriculture industry in Pennsylvania. Special events on Friday will include the Open Dairy Goat Show, the Canine Spectacular, a Hitch and Drive demonstration, the PRCA Rodeo Queen Meet and Greet, and the Celebrity Cow Milking Contest. The Farm Show is located inside the Pennsylvania Farm Show Complex at 2300 North Cameron Street in Harrisburg. Each day, the complex opens at 8 a.m. Admission is free, but parking is $15 per vehicle. WYLN is bringing Hazelton area basketball into your living room this season. You can catch the Hazelton area boys basketball team on Tuesday, January 21st as they take on the Crestwood Comets at 7 o'clock p.m. Or you can catch the Hazelton area girls basketball team on Thursday, January 23rd at 7 p.m. as they face the Wilkes-Barre Wolfpack. Watch the games live on WYLN or watch them anytime on the WYLN TV 35 YouTube channel. Coming up on Danville's News Choice, Chris Fulmer leads us down the path through history with Sunbury Part 3. Plus, we sit down with Mark Peterson from the Hazelton Art League on this week's Community and You. And stay right here on WYLN. We'll be right back.
And you will love the feel-good feeling you get when you shop at Grand Central in Nescopeck and Hazelton. You will enjoy a no-pressure professional sales staff, experienced delivery crew, service after the sale,
and don't forget, everyday low prices.
No matter what you're shopping for in your home, we have you covered with top brand names like Flex Steel, Lazy Boy, England, and Dillon Custom Rugs.
With our enormous selection and the flexibility to finance interest-free for up to 60 months, Grand Central makes it easy to make your house a home.
Wyln TV 35 is expanding and is on the hunt for a dynamic salesperson to join our vibrant team. If you've got the passion and the drive, we want to hear from you. Send your resume to the email displayed on your screen. Don't miss this great opportunity.
This week on Let's Talk Chiropractic, Mark Steller had pain for months. Wasn't happy with his chiropractic results. He came here. We're going to show you a video of how we got his back fixed. Stay tuned.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
Are you waking up with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. I end up going to a dentist and he wants to charge over $600 for a night guard. That's when I found this, the Brooks night guard. This was a game changer. It's smaller than other night guards that I tried, which is a good thing because it doesn't make me gag. It could fit on the top or the bottom of the teeth. It's lightweight and super comfortable. Now the Brooks Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brooks Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to brooksnightguard.com and order yours today. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Go to brooksnightguard.com and use the promo code to activate your special TV offer. That's brooksnightguard.com. Order today and take advantage of this special TV offer. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
When you see news happening in your neighborhood, call WYLN News at 570-459-1869 or email us at news@WYLNTV.com or send us a message on social media through Facebook. WYLN, we're your local network. A Path Through History is sponsored by the Old Jail Museum, 128 West Broad Street in Jim Thorpe. Call 570-325-5259 or visit them online at theoldjailmuseum.com.
The Susquehanna Valley became honeycombed with trolley lines at the turn of the 20th century. Two major lines serviced Sunbury during the trolley's peak, the Northumberland County Railway Company and the Sunbury and Selinsgrove Transit Company. Their tracks wound their way all through Sunbury, including around Cameron Park downtown. The fare for a ride was a nickel for many years, raised to 7 cents later on. Trolley service in Sunbury ended in 1939. The early 20th century saw a boom in amusement parks across the country, and the Sunbury area was fortunate to have two operate nearby during the boom. The first to open was the People's Playground, which was built as the final stop of the Sunbury and Selinsgrove trolley line in nearby Hummel's Wharf in 1908. Several years later, a contest was held to rename the park. The winning entry, sent by Mrs. Charles Kissinger of Lewistown, would be Rolling Green Park. Two roller coasters graced the park beginning in 1928, the Adult Skyline Twister and the Juvenile Junior Speedway. A Ferris wheel, bumper cars, tilt-a-whirl, motorboat rides, whip, and train ride were among the other attractions that entertained guests over the years. Rolling Green Park also featured a pool, dance hall, miniature golf course, softball field, and a theater which hosted celebrities such as Tommy Dorsey and Edgar Bergen over the years. Special events that took place in the park over the years include animal acts and motorcycle daredevils. Beginning in 1915, Rolling Green Park was the site of the annual Boatmen's Reunion of former area canal workers. Traditionally held on the last Saturday in August, the reunions continued at the park through 1956. The end of trolley service in 1934 was the beginning of the end for Wyln Green Park. Attendance dipped over the ensuing decades until the decision was made, after a last-minute deal to sell it fell through, to close the park after the 1971 season. Any hopes to reopen Wyln Green Park were dashed the following year when Hurricane Agnes flooded the property beyond repair. Today, a housing development stands on Wyln Green Park's former site. Part of it does still live on, however, as part of its dark ride was incorporated into Knobel's Haunted Mansion. Meanwhile, Island Park had first opened as a picnic grove on Packer Island in the Susquehanna. Its founder, James C. Packer, wanted to build as a direct competitor to Ira Clements' Clements Park near Selinsgrove. The parks essentially proved equal in the eyes of the public. Island Park originally shut down in 1914, but in 1923 it would be reopened as a traditional amusement park with rides. Its highlight would also be its roller coaster, the Island Flyer. Island Park would ultimately have a much shorter run than Wyln Green Park, closing after 11 years of operation in 1934. After the rides were removed, the site was used for concerts for some decades afterwards. Today, a campground operates on Island Park's location. In the early decades of the 20th century, after humanity first took to the skies, those who flew early airplanes were particularly seen as heroes. Among those who joined in the art of flight in its early years was Emery Malek, who had been born in Northumberland County village of 7 Points in 1881, but had moved to Sunbury with his family when he was 6. There has been some discrepancy over Malek's ethnicity, with some of his descendants proudly claiming him as the nation's first African-American pilot. Other sources, such as Malek's death certificate and census records, hint he himself identified as a white man. Either way, in his younger years, Malek was a carpenter, working with his father Darius on some projects, including the construction of Pennsylvania State Capitol building in 1906. He eventually became a farmer, and in his spare time began building his own airplane. He would make his first recorded flight in it over 7 Points on July 24, 1911. This would soon be followed by a flight over Shamokin on Labor Day 1911. Wanting to become more adept at the art of flight, Malek enrolled in San Diego's Curtis Aviation School in January 1912. He would pass his flight exam 2 months later, with his instructor Glenn Curtis calling Malek one of the best flyers the school has produced, and he was awarded his pilot's license by the Aero Club of America. By 1914, Malek began flying regularly. He made noted flights that year over Wyln Green Park in downtown Selinsgrove, and with flights still a novelty at the time, all of Selinsgrove's factories closed on that day so the workers could see Malek's flight live. He thus has the honor of being the first person to fly in both Northumberland and Snyder counties. Malek also made flights in the Philadelphia area and in New Jersey at Camden's Crescent Airport. It was there on March 4, 1928 that his skill behind the stick would come in handy when his plane's engine died in midair with 2 passengers on board behind him. Malek was able to successfully bank the plane around while stalled and successfully land it without hitting any cars or onlookers below, with only minor injuries to his passengers. His luck would run out 2 months later, however, when he crashed at Woodbury, New Jersey. This time his passenger was killed and Malek suffered serious injuries, including to his vision, which resulted in the revocation of his pilot's license. He had logged nearly 3,000 hours of air travel by then. Emery Malek died in 1959 and today rests in Northumberland County's Wolf's Crossroads Cemetery. Others would soon follow Malek into the skies over Sunbury. Transcontinental air mail service had begun by 1920, and the stretch of skies between Sunbury and Bellefonte was disparagingly known as Hell's Stretch by pilots. Then in 1920, pilot E.M. Allison was forced to land on an island in the Susquehanna due to foggy weather. The farmer who owned the land told him that he was the second pilot to make an emergency landing there within the previous few weeks. Once word of this got out, the Department of Commerce determined the island would be the perfect site for an emergency landing field in the transcontinental route. It was located between 2 major stops in the line. Thus, Sunbury Airport was built in the island, and an aviation beacon was built on nearby Mile Hill to guide any pilots there. The most notable pilot to land at the airport was Amelia Earhart, who touched down September 16, 1929. The famed aviatress was flying from New York to Kansas City with her mother when a storm forced her to make a landing on the island. The Earharts waited at the Hotel Edison in Sunbury for the storm to clear, having lunch before continuing on their way. By the 1910s, motion pictures had taken off as a major entertainment medium, and for those who went to the theater in Sunbury, they had the chance to see a familiar face on the screen at times. Rosetta Dewart Bryce was born in Sunbury in 1888, the granddaughter of former U.S. Representative William Lewis Dewart. Her family eventually moved to Washington, D.C., where she would begin acting under the stage name Betty Bryce. She greatly enjoyed performing even from a young age, so much so that she broke off an engagement to her original fiancé, Horace Hurlbut, when he refused to support her career. By 1913, Bryce decided she wanted to get into the new motion picture industry. While on tour in Philadelphia, she presented herself at that city's Lubin Film Company for an interview. She was promptly hired, and her first role would be in the Civil War drama The Price of Victory. From this very first film, Bryce got to show off the athleticism that would be her trademark, as the script called for the film's heroine to dive into a river, blow up a bridge, and die from the falling timbers. More roles soon followed, and soon Bryce had a film career going, for which you would remark, "I dare say I will never fail to feel that little thrill that comes when I see myself on the screen." When Lubin folded in 1916, Bryce and her second husband, director Jack Pratt, moved out to Hollywood to continue making films. Among her titles over the next decade would be Michael Strogoff, A Man's Making, The Gods of Fate, and Humility. Bryce's final screen appearance would be in 1924's Beau Brummel, after which she stepped away from acting for reasons not wholly clear to this day. She died of heart disease in 1935 at age 46.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600. Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
Hello, I'm WYLN historian Chris Fulmer. Pennsylvania's communities are filled with interesting history. Come with me as we discover the people, events, industries, and other historic facets of local towns.
Welcome back to Community and You. I'm joined here once again with Mark Peterson of the Hazelton Art League. Mark, how are you doing today?
I'm doing quite well, Derek. How are you?
I'm doing good. Yep, we're starting a new year here. A lot of really exciting stuff. I know for you over at the Art League, a lot of very exciting collaborations coming up. And I know you're here to talk to us about a few of those upcoming events here.
Absolutely. First of all, it's so exciting. Happy New Year to everyone. Right now, we are preparing for the Dementi's Ice Bar, and that's Dementi's Restaurant in West Hazelton. And every year they do this Ice for You to See Ice Bar, and the Hazelton Art League has been asked to participate with them. So when you go to Dementi's, you'll see us there, and we'll be providing you with the tickets. They're $10 each. Kids, I think 12 and under, are free. You do get a drink along with your ticket, and when you're there, you'll be able to see some of the artwork that the Hazelton Art League has before you go into the actual ice bar, which is really cool.
That is very cool. And you have collaborated with Dementi's previously, right, with the ice bar?
No, this is a new thing for us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, that's why we're so excited, because it's like a learning experience for us, and we're also being a part of something that is like putting it out there for the community so people can do so many things. They can go to Dementi's, have a wonderful dinner. They can see the art that we have. We have musicians coming to play. Tom Molinaro is going to be playing on Friday. That's this Friday, January 10th. The Ice Bar opens at 5 o'clock and goes till 9 o'clock or whenever. They've been a little fuzzy about that. This year the theme is the Zodiac. So what is your sign?
Oh, I'm a Leo, I believe.
You don't know? Okay.
Yeah,
you think you're a Leo, you're not really into it?
Yeah, I'm not really into it. As far as I know, I think I'm a Leo. But
all right,
yeah.
I'm a crab. I'm Cancer the crab.
Great, Cancer the crab.
So everybody has their own zodiac sign. So that's something that is going to be interesting. And on top of that, Zodiac printers were helping us out by printing flyers and yard signs. So, you know, one of the things that we like to do is work with different people in the community and get everybody together and bring them into the Art League at the Hayden Family Center for the Arts and have them see the art. And it's really something that I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I've actually had the chance to visit the Ice Bar previously in the past when they would have a lot of those amazing, spectacular ice sculptures there. Just it really is something to behold. Now that the Art League is collaborating with them, I'm really looking forward to see how you guys are going to really flesh it out this year.
I'm really excited about it, and there's so many cool things. One thing that you can do is you can buy a ticket where you predict when all of the ice will melt. And from what I understand, they have a monitoring device that will give the exact moment that the last piece of ice has become water.
That's so fascinating.
Yeah,
That's really insane.
And this weekend, I mean, it's so exciting. You know, you have to forgive me for being so jazzed about all of this, but this is Anthracite Heritage Month. Right. And we happen to have one of the most amazing artists from the anthracite coal region. His name is Bob McCormick, and he is at the Hazleton Art League right now. And on Sunday, January 12th, there's going to be an artist talk from 1 to 3. And Bob is such an amazing artist. And not only is he an amazing artist, but he's also a writer. And he has a book, and he's going to be doing a book signing as well. So if you wanted to get a book of his art, he's there. It's $60, and he'll sign it for you. And just to hear him talk about the art, he's so poetic. He's such a kind soul, and every work of art has a story that relates to his life and the area. It's really something to see.
That does sound like a very fascinating time with Bob McCormick there. And yeah, as you always come out here, always tell us about many of these amazing guest artists who come to the Art League every month and just share their unique experiences like this. It is very fascinating to see that.
You know, imagine being in Hazleton and having this wonderful resource. And it's not only every show, every month we have a different show at the Art League. You get to see the wonderful art that we have in our permanent collection. You get to take a class. You get to become a member. And when you come to the Art League, we have artwork available for purchase. Just come in and visit and check us out. We're right next to Can-Do Community Park. And, you know, it's a wonderful place to come. Have lunch, you know, bring your brown bag and sit in the gallery and enjoy the art and be a part of the Hazleton Art League. Become a member, volunteer. We need you. We need the community. And one of the things that I like to mention is that, you know, hablamos español también. You know, if you're a Spanish speaker living in Hazleton, we want you to be a part of this community as well. So this is something that is, we want to bring everybody in, and even you.
Yeah, well, we definitely appreciate it, and it's, yeah, as you say, it's a really great way to get the whole community involved there. And as always, I want to thank Mark Peterson for joining us here on Community and You, and we'll see you next time.
You're watching WYLN TV 35,